Oh, hi. Just take a seat anywhere. If you want to grab a drink of water or like a snack before we get started. Okay, I now call this staff meeting to order. We have a few items on our itinerary that I just want to touch base with you on, make sure we're all on the same page. I won't take up too much of your time. We have 2 singles coming out on my birthday. I don't expect you to know what that is. It is November 12th. The first of which is called Math, and Gigi Perez actually noticed it on social media, and I know I sound very thirsty for pointing this out across Instagram and TikTok, but I'm such a huge fan of her music, and she was a direct reference in this song. Something I hope I do when I can on the internet is just to send encouragement to other artists, because I know it can be very demoralizing. So I appreciated that encouragement. I do not think either of these songs will be my espresso. However, one of them may be my sailor song. The reason why I'm releasing them both on the same day at the same time is because I think they sort of talk to each other. They're sort of related, because one of them is, from my perspective, on the longevity of ex-gay Puritan theology. Take even the queer element away from it. People who are wrestling with something, and that marriage is seen in some Christian circles as like this prescription for happiness and fulfillment in life. If you get married, it'll solve your problems. And I think sometimes it like romanticizes dying. Like I'll see people on social media say like, I can't wait to be like old and gray with you. And I used to think about that as well, about like, being like old and dying with the person that you love. But I think that when you that way of thinking is pretty narrow, because you'll be 40 before you're on your deathbed, and that's young. And it might sound old depending on where you are in life, but it's so young. And I think as you get older, and as I've entered my 30s, I just realized like how much younger we all are than we think before you make these life-altering decisions. So I wrote Math about that, just sort of questioning this theology, questioning this worldview, this perspective. If you feel as though you made your decisions based on the pressure of a group, how do you sit with that? That's my question. Like, do the math on that decision, I think. It's like a folky cousin of Good Luck Babe. The second song is called This Is What You Sound Like, by the way. This is an old Semler classic angle where I feel a big feeling. That's what we say to Francis. I feel a big feeling about something. And then I write that song from their perspective. And my algorithm has been completely entrenched with Christian influencers with like millions of followers and views, and much more successful and established than I am. But yet still, the words, even when it's like encased in this like sugary sweet aesthetic, this is what you sound like, by the way. Like, and I'll say the name here, but I hope it won't carry over anywhere else, or maybe it will. I don't know, but I'm not posting it on TikTok. This influencer named was in my comments and wrote this like long response to a video that I wrote about queer people bearing fruits of the Spirit. And it was very loving. I think she would have thought it to be, but This Is What You Sound Like, by the way, is sort of a response, not specifically to her. I wrote the song before I received that comment, but just to that way of thinking. And I think just seeing a lot of like Christian influencers where it's like this saccharine sweet way of showcasing your life and your walk with Christ. But when I think about what is implied from your theology for the queer community, the community I'm a part of, and others as well, I am sobering, becomes quite bitter to me. Our Los Angeles event is sold out, which is wild because it's a free event. But that just means that so many people RSVP'd that the church who is helping us put this on said no more RSVPs. I'm very excited for everyone who's going. I can't wait to see you. We're going to get to hang out. You're going to hear new music for the first time, old songs as well. There is going to be exclusive first access to merch, as well as I'm going to make sure there's free things for you. There's going to be some secret Semler mailings. You're going to get to meet some new friends. There's going to be volunteer opportunities specifically in Los Angeles for our community of people who are unhoused. Just ways to get in touch, help out, meet your community, have fun, relate to people who know like who Esther is from the Veggie Tales. I know that's like a reference that we bring up a lot, but that's sort of like a, did you grow up like me? Do you know Esther? This weekend I am flying to Madison, Wisconsin to film visuals for our new music, and it's gonna be wild. There is actually a new song that will also be coming your way in December. This song is in many ways already out in the world. It's actually no wonder of the world that you haven't found it yet, but it's there for you, and I have to broach how I want to talk about it when the time is right. It's going to be a real vibe shift, but I think it's a good thing to do a hard vibe shift, like a hard right turn. No, not like that. A hard, just a turn in a car, just a turn, an aesthetic turn before we launch the new music. So it's like a real palate cleanser from what you might be used to from Revival in My Mind and Math and the other more folky offerings I have given to you. I hope you like it. I love it. I paused some of the Semler mailings, and there's a specific reason why. And if you're watching this video, if you've made it this far in this video, you are exactly who I would like to hear from. I was making everyone these individual, not everyone, I was making like 15 mixtapes, cassette tapes. And I got the wrong type of tape. And so they sound like shit. They are mixtapes. Like the music is on there and you'll hear it, but it sounds bad. I guess I don't know what I was hoping for with physical media. I think I just wanted something tangible. You got to hear some of the new songs for the first time, but it's not good. And then there's other songs of other artists that I included on there. If you still would like to receive it in the mail, if you're here watching this and you think other people would still like to receive it, I'm going to keep sending them out. Or I might pivot and figure something else out. I just don't know how to. I'm so disappointed that the tapes didn't work out, and that's why they've sort of paused. I think that's everything I had to say. I hope I caught you up on everything. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for listening. You can't pre-save the new songs because I want to focus on you pre-saving the song in December. I don't want to inundate you with hearing how to pre-save. But you can follow me if you're not already, which you probably are if you're here on Spotify and Apple. If you could just make sure that you turn in that brief over to Miranda before the day is done. We do need answers to get back to corporate. Thank you. We'll see you at the next meeting.